I received a very interesting email from a neuroscientist this week. And this neuroscientist said, David, you should just look at the verbal symptoms of schizophrenia rather than dementia or drug abuse to explain Donald Trump's behavior. And I want to dig right into this. Now, let me put the disclaimer right out there. I am not a neuroscientist. I am not coming up with any of this stuff, and I am not diagnosing Trump with anything. What I'm doing is pointing out we've been looking at Trump's brain glitches, his speech patterns, his bizarre behavior, his walking away from his limo when it was right in front of him, his not seeing Rudy Giuliani when Rudy Giuliani was right in front of him, talking about the oranges of an investigation, hefzephahide, all of that stuff, right? We have heard from professionals who say it's cognitive decline. We've heard from professionals who say it's dementia. We've heard it could be a side effect of medication, could be drug abuse. A lot of different ideas. A neuroscientist wrote to me and said, David, look at the language disturbances that are outlined in schizophrenia and just see what you think. So I did it. Peer-reviewed journal article from this year. Journal is called Current Opinions on Psychiatry. The article is called Anomalies or Anomalies. Both are valid pronunciations. Anomalies in language as a biomarker for schizophrenia. And it says that impaired verbal communication is one of the key diagnostic features of schizophrenia spectrum disorders. And it lists the following traits. And I have to tell you, Trump does seem to experience every single one of these. Difficulties with lexical selection and retrieval. Trump has that issue. Disturbances in priming and reduced syntactic priming. Trump has that. Reduced proactive inhibition. Difficulties with coherently generating a narrative. Trump can't maintain a coherent narrative when he speaks. Using neologisms, word approximation, disturbances in cohesion, vague references, missing information, and confused references. It's like it's describing Trump's speech. Sentences with reduced syntactic complexity, less dependence and embedded clauses, and use fewer connective markers. That is Donald Trump's simplistic, childish speech described to a T. Compared with normal speech, the speech of those experiencing schizophrenia contains more hesitations, pauses, and longer pauses. That's Trump. Intonation is flat and monotonous. That is Trump. We've actually talked about, we say when Trump talks about the number of deaths and cases and the tragedy and suffering of coronavirus, we notice he seems to completely lack empathy. It also, interpreted differently, could be what the biomarkers, the verbal biomarkers of schizophrenia describe as a flat, monotonous intonation. So I'm not bringing this to you as a diagnosis. I am not coming up with this. What I'm telling you is a neuroscientist pointed out, look at this, just take a look at it and see if it fits. And boy, does it fit. Let me know your thoughts. We will take a quick break and follow up on this very, very soon. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Vincero Watches. They're giving my audience 15% off your entire order when you go to davidpakman.com/watch. Maybe you don't usually wear a watch and you've been thinking about looking for one to elevate your look, or you've been thinking about replacing the one you have. Check out Vincero. It's an American company. All of their watches are built in small batches from high-end materials. They look amazing, and they look like something you'd spend a lot of money on, but every Vincero watch ranges from $150 to $300. I went on their website and picked out the Kairos in white and silver. Really love the look, the combination of the white face and the beige band. Really love this one. They also sent me the Kairos limited release gold reserve set. Totally different style. This one would make a fantastic gift for a couple people I can think of in my family. Anytime you see me wearing a watch on the show, I'm wearing a Vincero watch. Go through their collection. I know you'll find something you like, and you'll get 15% off when you go to davidpakman.com/watch.